And with this, I will very quickly invite our second round of speakers to join me on the stage, please, for our digital infrastructures session. And they are Paolo Perucci, who is the focal point for Action Group 5 on digital infrastructures, Francesco Saverio Cataliotti, excuse me for my pronunciation, who is going to talk to us about the QCIMED project on quantum communications, Florian, I met you earlier. Yes, please, thank you, join us, who's going to talk to us about the Apollo project, and last but not least, Thomas Kuepper from DG CNECT at the European Commission. Thank you very much for joining us. Please come and sit down. And I will hand the floor to Paolo to take us through this digital infrastructure session. Paolo, over to you.
Wally, also from my side, thank you very much for the opportunity. As I'm Paolo Perucci, I'm responsible for SAP and the other SAP department in Friuli, the Giulia region. Telco sector included. So it is an aspect that we are working as a region, as a nation. We're also member of the board of national strategy at the EUSALP and Config. And the member of AG5. In AG5, more than 5 years ago, we did a feasibility study on connectivity in the Alpine region, identifying the bottlenecks and the opportunity. And thanks to this study, we identified what we work for the connection between Italy and Slovenia, Italy and Austria. We discovered that there are only 800 meters separate Italy from Slovenia, from other national airports. And obviously there are the big opportunity thanks to you funded co-funded projects. And one of the projects that we are working out is also on the other part, on the border, on the link Italy and Austria. And the visibility link quantum and additional link it would be implemented thanks to QCIMED program offered by SAP Digital program. Francesco Saverio Cataliotti, a full professor of structure development at the University of Florence with research interest in atomic physics, quantum optics, and quantum technology. He's one of the founders of Quantum Communication Italy, QCI, and currently coordinates the SAP QCIMED project. So, Francesco, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, and many thanks for the opportunity to be here. So I'm going to tell you, trying to tell you very quickly what this project is about. This is a quantum technology project. So quantum technology is the basis for the future devices that are going to acquire, elaborate, and transmit information in the future. And as we have heard the whole afternoon, at least, but I'm sure also the morning and in the rest of the conference, we're all trying to get digital. This means that we move data instead of moving people. And when we move data, we need to be sure that this is moved securely, safely, and reliably. So quantum communication offers a set of possible solutions towards this that range from high security to unconditional security. So they can be used really for the most sensitive data, but also for different kind of transmissions. So that the QCIMED project is part of a cross-border initiative of the European Commission that is the implementation of the European quantum communication infrastructure, an infrastructure that is going to use quantum technologies to transmit safely data, both on fiber and in space, all over the continents. So what we are going to implement in this specific project is a fiber link between it and both, as Paolo was pointing out, but also we are going to test the optical ground stations to connect to satellites, as well as submarine links through the Mediterranean. This is going to be part, as I said, of a European-wide effort where there are a set of these projects in order to realize this entire network all over the continent. And this is done also with a European-based technology. So all the devices that we are actually implementing and putting into place are devices that are developed within Europe and under the sovereignty of the European states, member states. One fundamental aspect is the coexistence of classical and quantum data on this network and how to integrate these two aspects. This is not only a technical challenge, but it's also a regulatory challenge. And so we are going to give a few hints into this. We are, of course, this is it's a technical project, but so we are going to try and point out that what are possible bottlenecks in this implementation and in this coexistence. And I think this is all for the book. Thank you.
Thank you, Francesco. So a safer network obviously is a good aspect. I propose that the Wi-Fi region should be the first way to be connected with a quantum connectivity network. So we could work on the 7 AG5 if our coordinator believes. The next aspect that is relevant is that connectivity is nothing without services. So that is relevant, and it's very important to focus on high quality services while this is related to remote working. And for this year, I invite Florian Maurer to present Apollo project. Florian Maurer is a senior scientist of Vorarlberg University working on researching with the field of innovation, information systems and information system engineering. Experienced project manager that has actually participated in many interregional projects. So Florian, please, the field is yours.
Thank you very much. Thank you that I can present today. That's a great opportunity. And you introduced me as an experienced project manager. And I have indeed more than 15 years experience in Interact projects, and being here and to communicate and have a dialogue on project is very essential, because that is the spirit of Alps Space, to bring this information to other regions and countries. Today I'm presenting the Apollo project. The Apollo project, that is an ongoing project together with partners out of 4 countries, working in 5 pilots on the well-being of employees, citizens, especially employees, so people that are in labor conditions. And here we are focusing on 5 pilots. The first pilot that is going into the digital literacy program. So the pilot representative is focusing here on the training and the education of digitalization and digital services for officials. We are talking always to teach and educate the public, the ordinary citizens on about digitalizations, but not the officials, because if an official lack in information in digital services, it decreases the trust in public. So that is the aim of this pilot. The second pilot that is about digital health services. Here is very specific. We are going into the medical sector. They are under high pressure. They have working conditions 7/24, and here they are needs to have some support and support service that they can find some more relaxing time, more concentration for their jobs. We have also the digital and data program, and of course we are talking always about the education of the citizens. That means, from my point of view, that is 25 years plus. But here the animator program, that is for people that are out of the business, out of the working conditions. They are not that feel like the young people, so not the early adopters of the technology, but the late majority. But here he identifies the gap or the lack that especially these people, or the time will move on at the time that is about digitalization, and here we would like to pick that up. And in general, we are concentrating on digital services as a whole. And here we have, for example, given contextualize a data platform that is offering services to all of these people, and give them the access to the services that are relevant for them. I can later to that. The challenge what we facing here or in the Apollo project, these are the working conditions. Simply the working conditions. We have the XY generation. We have new well-being traits, new needs, new requests from workers and from employees that needs to be addressed in diverging communications in trainings. We have new technologies. We are facing emerging technologies. We are facing modern technologies, but all needs to be disseminated to these people. Our policy recommendation here will directly go into the digitalization compared and intertwined with working conditions, with labor conditions, and how to increase the well-being and welfare service for people in the working conditions. And our contribution to AG5, that is, on the one hand side, we have conceptualized a knowledge-based system that is called the EDIVOC system that is implemented in Slovenia. And here that is coordinated by the city of Novo Mesto and Friuli, together with the FOSS University. It is to act as a document repository and a note repository, because people also have the possibility to switch their jobs, and that is also desired that they change and group, but the jobs will be the same. So with this system, we are aiming to not reinvent the wheel, but give the knowledge to the people that are coming as next. And the second seat, that is the Apollo Choice service database, and this database that is conceptualized as a matchmaking platform between service offerers and service seekers. So a specialized service can be offered, or also the requests can be placed on this data platform. We are giving them the opportunity to access services, public service, municipality service. And so in case of all that, we have identified 700 services clustered into 25 categories, ranging from veterinary services to suicidal services, to funding services, to health services, and so on. And they can accuse about that. We can give them trays and certificates, because as Emilia's told us before, we need to give access to the service to the people. We give them the transparent access to them and how they can use the services. And here we can also do the training of the citizens with about the services and do the certification.
Thank you, Gloria. Of course, we were talking about this previously. You have the services, you have to train people, you have to invest in digital skills, because in this the third part that you have to produce infrastructure, digital skills, and services. It's a Kuepper. What's your reaction of this? It was a very wide, I understand, about security, safety, the services.
Thank you for the question. I have two short messages, but I should start by saying we all realize that both projects would not be possible without connectivity. So connectivity is a key enabler for our strategy within the EU. I'd very quickly, briefly like to touch on 2 things. We have a strategic connectivity effects of any information. And that was did a bit to our household by 2030. And 5G in all inhabited areas. And we have financing for that, differently to us. But we're at the end of the current 7-year financing period, which will include next year, and then we will change our finances. So our connectivity ambition is gigabit to all households, and not all households are excluding the Alps. So we cannot reach our targets without the Alps region. I think that was clear, and their connectivity probably plays an even more important role when houses are not as close to each other as they are, when weather conditions can be harsher. You cannot travel as fast. That enables various participation. But I think it's important to make you aware of a shift in the Commission. But we had some dedicated funds for agricultural and rural areas where there were specific percentage we call it earmark, was specifically like, you know this possibly better than me, agriculture, and the city boy. So we call these funds earmarked for connectivity. There will be no funds specifically earmarked for connectivity. There are 2 main sources of funding which you could tap into for connectivity, and that is the National and Regional Partnership Plans and the European Competitiveness Fund. And this European Competitiveness Fund will be 20% of the budget. This is what I'm talking about as a Commission proposal. This is not being decided yet, but it's in negotiation. So I think it's very important that the regions are aware of this. This would offer an opportunity for even more funding than there is today, but we need to come together and to discuss our strategy. And I think there the connectivity targets on the one hand, and the fact that connectivity is not a single policy goal, that if we have some money left over, we can also spend it on connectivity. It's our strategic ambition, whether it is in quantum, whether it's in AI, lots of these fields, it all depends on the availability of connectivity. And you also see it the other way around, that connectivity has made these 2 projects possible, but also connectivity, these projects show how much do we need connectivity. So we actually better from Michelle. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think a lot of work is being done, and even more to do in the next year. So thank you for the exhibition, for the support of the condition. Connectivity is, of course, the basis. It is enabling technology, also for safety aspect that former Minister Stoyanova said in her keynote speech. These are critical infrastructure. Most of them are remotely connected, so it also has aspect of security. They can be the detector of early warning, and the other technologies like further sensing are still developing, so they can detect earthquakes, events nice that are starting to do. They are also a support to manage natural disaster. But in general, we need the fixed and mobile infrastructures, because they is also a matter of safety or God. We need the mobile coverage of roads, galleries, cycle paths. We need the cities, we need the mountains, we need the roads, and we need the connectivity also for security, not only just to send a WhatsApp or a message. And finally, there are definitely the enabling technology to access all the new technologies like high-performance computing, AI, so the factories, so you can do whatever you want. Big powerful calculation that if you don't have the link to transfer data to connect the other sides, they are useless. And both the is an aspect that can be possible thanks to connectivity, so extending ways without sharing data.
So finally, I think that especially in the Pine region, the remote work, smart transportation solutions, smart education, the virtual and augmented reality, especially in this region where distance those are larger than where the capability to provide high quality service is crucial to keep small communities alive and active. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a big thank you to our speakers. Thank you very much for joining us.